Hey guys, this video is for Aquarius. Don't forget you can always watch these for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, cusp, cross watchers, whatever's clever. Much love, many blessings. Hope you're doing well. The 30th and the 30th through the 1st of November here, 2021. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay, we've got a lot of fire, a lot of yang energy here, even though we have a new moon week. And that's just because Scorpio is bold and Scorpio can be quite intense. So very Scorpio energy here at the beginning of the beginning of the week here, because we've got the moon in Virgo in our 8th house for Aquarius. So this is, definitely going deep, going into the taboo occult issues, maybe feeling very, very sensuous, sexual. There might be this sexual renewal, sort of a crossroads, a change of direction, possibly coming out of some worry. We've got, there might be some worry. We got to get through this. Okay. The deep, when we get, it's like only if we don't really deal with these deep issues, these deep thoughts, if we avoid the inner healing work, then we may have more of the issues. So allow yourself to kind of get into the psychology of things, the self-help, the renewal, again, the deeper thoughts, and allowing yourself to be real with yourself and others about your emotions. Okay, don't try to gloss over the emotions. You're going to be feeling pulled into the emotional, pulled into the more mysterious things in life. So again, don't be scared off by emotional, vulnerable feelings at this time, okay? Sink into it, go deep. It's going to help you, okay? So on the 2nd and the 3rd, we have the moon in the 9th house. This is all about gaining wisdom, learning and applying, what we've learned. But also we're using our intuition because, we are in Scorpio. You guys, we get the star card again. No, that's not star card. It's judgment, but it sort of looks like star card. And I think we've had judgment too. In these same time periods. But yeah, we're feeling some creative energy to learn, learn and create and share what we're learning. There's a bigger, broader perspective that we're taking on things that might be helping us in our, habits and or our finances. But you want to have that kind of like look on things like critical thinking. And again, look at the bigger picture. Okay, look at the bigger picture. Try to look at the deeper and higher, the spiritual, instead of, that surface level stuff when we're talking about learning, when we're talking about, again, what we're sharing, what we're doing, what we're creating, and even what we're working on at work. Whatever we're working on, whatever we're trying to do. How can we apply, how can we get better at it? How can we be smarter during this time is really going to be kind of your motivation. It's, you may be wanting to just be having it's almost like to be respected at work. You got to be real knowledgeable here is kind of how it's coming through. Okay. Cards going on the floor. So on the 4th and the 5th, when we have our new moon, it's in your 10th house. So this is in the house of long-term goals. You might have been feeling a little bit of, ambiguity or almost stuckness here. But when we look at what we're doing on a daily basis, it's really important. Okay. And it's important to stay balanced right now. Yeah, for sure. Long-term energy. Don't be, it's setting a new intention. We might want to choose a different path. We might want to refine and we'll go have a little bit slightly different intention or maybe a whole new direction. It's going to change though. We're going to change. We have to change. We have to keep changing. We can't ever just be stagnant and be stuck. Okay? But we definitely do want to stay balanced. Okay? On a day-to-day basis. Balancing ourselves in a healthy way here. You see, all of this is just so much like, it's like the farmer's wisdom coming out, That's how it's like we're going to get through this. We really need to think about long-term health here. If you're having goals and like with your diet or with your body or even spiritually as well, really anything, you really want to focus on your energy day to day. Because like this is holistic law of attraction too, like how you're thinking, the little things that you're doing every day are so adding up. And as long as you're staying grounded and balanced here, then you're going to be able to get through like any of the intensity that we might be having. Okay. We might be feeling, you know, these emotions come through and it gets a little bit, I mean, Aquarius is not very overly emotional. So kind of when this comes through, a lot of it has to do with our learning, you know, and then how we're applying that towards the future. And okay, we've definitely got some love on the mind here. Again, this sensuality at the beginning of the week might carry through. Or really, you know, maybe feeling also in a social mood, again, even though it's a new moon. So just be careful of any projection. Any lack of healing, like inner healing, we might possibly project onto others. So always a good idea to do some shadow work every now and again, just to make sure, you know, that you're keeping your thoughts wholesome, nice and wholesome. It just helps your relationship. It helps your relationship so much. You might have some long-term relationship goals here. You want to, you know, be a better person for somebody in your life right now, whether it's a loved loved one or just loved one, you know what I mean? But yeah, just watch those projections, watch the habits, the little baby steps that we do. Again, they so add up, and they just staying balanced on an even keel is going to be great for this time period, especially when there's a lot of intensity in the air going around you, even if you may not feel quite as off kilter as everybody else. You know, you've got some good energy, and I think kind of these long-term goals, you're starting to kind of see a little bit more action on them, and you might be having multiple good things going on in your life right now. And again, socially, I mean, obviously Aquariuses are very social anyways, but there's this energy. It's so much about the future. It's like really long-term planning, long-term financial planning, long-term planning, doing what's right. Again, this reminds me of crypto because it's like investments that are here to change the world. It's reminding me of like honestly going to church and celebrating and like doing the church feast and all of like these fun, and it doesn't have to be a church, but the whole idea of like coming together as a group in a community in a social way, you know, whether it's for a marriage or for this or for that. And it's like not only play and having fun, but it's almost like coming through as fundraiser energy, like raising funds for groups that are going to help the world. And I think you're all about it. I mean, obviously Aquarius is all about that good humanitarian stuff. But I think it's tying into it's like you have some long-term plans that are coming to fruition that you might have been dreaming about for a really long time. And again, you're just in the right time, in the right place. Things are finally able to reach fruition here. Again, as long as you're really staying true to yourself. Stay true to yourself and others. Stay true. Stay true. Wholesome, good, balanced, even keel energy. Okay, much love, many blessings. Take care. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.